The mayor goes 24/7, and so that really means that the deputy mayors, many of the department directors have to sort of match that schedule. My day includes meetings with community groups, meetings with small businesses, meeting with other associations and stakeholders. We've got other meetings to negotiate projects to make sure that we're moving forward on those things. You know, at the end of the day, I think that's what DC residents care about is, have we made a difference? And that's what we're here to do. My name is Brian Kenner, and I'm the Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development. My responsibilities include implementing really the mayor's vision around affordable housing, around workforce development, around small business engagement, around innovation, and around general economic vibrancy. Before I took this position, I was in Tacoma Park, Maryland, which is a close cousin of Washington, D.C. I was the city manager there, so I had responsibility for police and library and recreation, economic development, transportation, and the environment, and I think it really gave me more of a holistic view of how city services impact residents, and I think that that experience is going to be really critical to my new role as the deputy mayor. Sometimes people think about economic development in terms of cranes or shiny sort of things, and from my perspective, that's great. But what's really fantastic is that opportunity that people have to be in those structures and to make a difference in those kinds of neighborhoods. It's the small businesses, it's the jobs that those kinds of projects and mixed-use developments bring. That's really what's important to me. Obviously, workforce development and affordable housing are incredibly important for what is ahead for the city. We've got higher rents and higher property values, which are driving some people out, so we really need to be focused around keeping people here in the District of Columbia. In addition, you know, we always need to make strides in terms of making sure that we've got people who are employed with good, stable jobs. So bringing those kinds of jobs here is also a huge priority of mine.
1, 2, 3. Housing and retail.
The St. Elizabeth project, which is located in Ward 8, you know, continues to be a high priority of our office. It really provides what we think is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get new services, new housing, new amenities for that neighborhood around Martin Luther King Avenue, Congress Heights Metro, and so forth. The Walter Reed Army Medical Center development project provides lots of opportunity to get grocery stores and office space and new residential housing in that community. Finally, we have the Skyland Shopping Center, which is located in Ward 7. Smaller scale than I'd say the other two, but just as important, a real opportunity to have an anchor retailer there. We're going to have some additional housing and really will change the face of that neighborhood. My litmus test is, 4 years from now, are things better? Do you have more services in your community? Do you have more jobs that are available to you? Do you feel that we're making progress on affordable housing and providing more affordable housing for residents? Do small businesses have a better shot at getting contracts and getting work in the city? Are we continuing to promote DC as an innovative and global city? Like, that's really my litmus test, which is, are we making a difference for DC residents?